Biology is the scientific expression of our desire to know nature. We are most likely to protect what we appreciate, and we are most likely to appreciate what we understand. The ecosystem of the sea carries the burden of the everyday lives of around 8 billion people, yet it's also being damaged by our activities that damage a variety of organisms and their respective habitats. Once the nutrient level in an ecosystem exceeds the critical load, the amount of added nutrient that can be absorbed by plants without damaging ecosystem integrity. The excess is eventually leached away and ends up in the sea. Such events are only amplified by the overuse of fertilizers, which aim to continually replenish our soils with nutrients. The buildup of surplus nutrients in a body of water is known as eutrophication. Sudden population growth of algae and plants occurs as a result. Once a portion of the nutrients has been exhausted, the excess plants die, and their decomposition depletes the oxygen levels in the area, leading to the creation of dead zones in the sea. Cyanobacteria outbreaks are common, and the former's death can release toxins into the surrounding seawater. Consequently, the saltwater habitat becomes a no longer suitable environment for many organisms to live in, threatening their survival and that of the ecosystem in general. Furthermore, the decomposition of dead matter produces carbon dioxide, contributing to the acidification of the water by lowering the pH, bringing about ocean acidification and increasing the susceptibility of corals to bleaching by reducing the abundance of materials needed for their structural repair. Currently, the largest dead zone in the world extends to almost 165,000 square miles. Just think about that number. That's almost the size of Florida. Birth control pills often involve the use of estrogen, which is commonly found in sex steroids. The use of such prescriptions can be hugely beneficial for consumers. However, they can also be detrimental for wildlife. This is because despite the treatment of effluent before it's released, it still contains harmful remnants of such pharmaceuticals. Although you might assume that microscopic amounts of estrogen in the environment somewhere would be no big deal, you couldn't be more wrong. Their presence has severe consequences, causing infertility, sexual dysfunction, and the development of female characteristics in male fish. As we can then expect, this puts many aquatic animals in danger of extinction and at risk of unforeseen consequences of neglectful actions. Although it is widely recognized that humanity's failure to protect the environment will lead to eventual devastation, there is still an incomplete understanding of the specific struggles of species and the ecological consequences of simple actions. Altogether, we have a responsibility to care for the planet that has always treated us as its own child. An understanding of biology is vital to understand and help solve many of society's problems. Therefore, the first step towards conservation is knowledge. Thank you.